Hello everyone and welcome to Queen Sisters Tarot. My name is Ebony Koger. This will be a general reading for the water sign Pisces for the rest of May. Now Pisces, please keep in mind that these readings are general. They are not personal, so take what you need, throw the rest out. If it don't apply, let it fly. That's perfectly fine, okay? So with that being said, I am using the Ghetto Tarot, and these are huge cards, and we're going to give them 3 quick shuffles. I'm going to try to manage. I love these cards, but they're so hard for me to shuffle. Two for wisdom. Forgot. The first one's for knowledge, 2 for wisdom. This last one, slash shuffle, is for understanding. Okay, so your overall energy that we have for you for the rest of the month, Pisces, we have here the Hermit card. It's taking some time out for yourself, listening to your own counsel, to be able to trust yourself, all right? Looking at things from a different perspective as well. Here, this is taking some time to be committed to yourself. You could also be practicing a life of celibacy at this point of time in the past, because you were exploring what else the world has to offer you, all right? You took some time out to go to seek what you were looking for, but you understand you were seeking something, all right? You felt like you were led to go somewhere and you were seeking something, but you're learning, starting to understand what you're looking for is within yourself here. And in the future, you're going to start standing up for yourself. Letting your no's mean no's and your yes mean yes. It's not your responsibility. You're only responsible for what you say and how you say it. You are not responsible for how anyone else receives it. You understand? It's time for you to free yourself, to escape this conflicting thoughts that you're having right now. You're seeing yourself as helpless. Other people see you as very kind, very empathetic and loving. They see you as a deep person too. You're stuck and you feel trapped in a relationship that's not working for you. There's arguments here. You're walking away. You want to walk away because you're tired pretending that you guys are happy when you want to be free of this person. All the mind manipulation. This is more mental abuse that you're experiencing. It's been happening a long time, but I think you're thinking more about your own happiness now. Okay? This is children. This is the past. But this is all about your happiness. And it's like there's a lack of equality in this union or the people that you meet. Crying. Right here, it's conflict. This could be self-conflicted. Here with Hermit. But you have some type of determination and commitment to move on to this because you made a promise to yourself. There's some type of promise that you made in yourself in the past that you were very determined and focused on to keep to yourself. It's a self-fulfilled promise that you made for yourself. It's something about you need to remember in the past, this promise that you made for yourself, what you was really going out there for. Yeah, you remember Knight of Brooms. You wanted that victory. You wanted that passion. You wanted that success. All right? You want to be able to stand up on your own. Your thoughts, the arguments is a trip, aren't they? It's just too much. It's a lot of stress. Mental burdens and mental stress and conflicted thoughts. It's very exhausting, isn't it? Yep, you trapped all in your head. The Emperor here. You have some self-conflicting thoughts. You have conflict within yourself. You forgot what you was doing. You forgot where you was going. Who are you? Trapped in your head. You're generous towards the poor and those in need, and very kind and compassionate. You do not look down on people that are less fortunate than you are. This is how people see you. Someone that's willing to help out those in need. This is also someone being seen as the, like me, the, what do they call, what was it? I read about, it was a fortune teller I read about, and they called her, she was like the healer for the peasants, but not peasants in a bad way like that. She didn't look down on it, but for those less fortunate, the minority. You have a kind heart for the minority. That's how other people see you. It's like you too focused on this person too. Way too focused. With the Page of Pentacles. And could also be not being able to hold on to a relationship. You could be too focused. I'm gonna look at that again. Yeah, it's time for you to get out of your head. Stop being conflicted with yourself. Remember your promise. And I see 3 messages, okay? You have to move on from your past, all right? It's time for you to move on from your past. You have to be responsible for your children. This is responsibility, okay? As well, I see that. I see it just because of the wheel. And even though, it's the wheel of fortune, but it's just something about being responsible for yourself, all right? Your own happiness. It's time for you to mature. It's time for you to grow up, all right? It's time for you to change from, again, someone else had this. You can't go back. You can't go back in the past. You have to continue forward. Okay. I hope that made sense. Um, so let's. Oh, I said I want to throw another card on this. You might be having problems making your plans come together. Huh. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But it is. This is someone because I'm not. I was looking at a love, but this is also having a problem with making your plans together, come together because you're not focusing on them. You're not really putting in the work to make it come together. But if it's a relationship, and if you're too focused on the relationship, or you feel like there is no promising commitment in this relationship, what does this? What can they offer you? You know, is what they have to offer enough for you? Because you feel like you're unsure about this relationship because you know there's other people that like you as well. This and then you have to be. This is a lack of. This is insecurity. All right, not because it's like, can you accept what they have to give to you and be all right? And you're not sure if what they have to offer, because they're not a big bother. They're not. But you want to know if this person, they could be very genuine about what they have to offer. You just have to make a decision for yourself, not for anybody else or what I said. What it's all about you. If what this person, even if this person, whatever job they have that doesn't seem like it will be acceptable to a society, fuck society. Is it enough for you? Is it enough for you? There's a lot of rich, miserable couples. You know that, don't you? Yeah, you want to know what do they have to give you in return. So money is important to you, and you have to be honest about this. If this is a relationship, you know you're gonna have to make that. You're gonna have to communicate with the person. You know, how are y'all gonna move forward with your relationship? You know, you're expecting big things to come in this, but is this all you have to offer me? Are you for real? Are you genuine? Are you sincere about your love for me? Or are you lying and cheating and just giving me the bare minimals? Are you even ready for a commitment? This is something you're going to have to be honest for yourself and evaluate in yourself. You know, how do you see yourself in a relationship? What do you value out of a relationship? How can you guys build together? Because you got to move on from this kid shit. You got to move on. You got to grow up. Yeah, you know it. When you was a child, you thought, spoke, and felt like a child, but now you're an adult. So you got to cut that stuff out from the past. You got to leave that alone. It's time to grow up, and you're making a decision that you're moving on from this because it ain't the business. But you're still stuck. You just will not budge. Why? Oh, God. You done got yourself tied in the house with somebody. Then it's like you offering them, oh God, you want y'all shacking, and you want to know if you know, would you when are you going to get that offer, that engagement offer? When are y'all going to get engaged? I ain't finna go into all that. So that's a personal reading for real, but I'm gonna call this stuck in your head for, I don't know what's going on. Well, I do, but I see a lot of red here. A whole lot of red. You tired. You feel you pissed off because you stuck. You feel like you don't have no control of your own life, like, you used to getting out there and going where you want to, and even for you, because church people watch this too, you used to going to church and all that, and you just, and it's like you don't want to be seen, and well, there's a lot going on. Call me for a personal. Just text me. That's at the bottom. This is a personal reading. Guardianship. On the bottom, we have universal heart. I see a man. I see a man here. Whether it's the viewer that this is resonating for, I said I'll never use that word, or the other person. But there's a man here. If you're a man, oh Lord, my mind shouldn't even be there, but this is a man who likes to control his woman. This is very, if I look at it as sexual, you like to have a woman to submit to you. There's some other stuff going on in there too, if you see it. I know the readers see it. You see how he likes to control in the bedroom? All right, anyways. So let's look at this guardianship. And we'll end your reading. Pisces. Guardian. Okay, so it says at times you feel lonely, even amidst company. The reality is that you are never alone. You are loved more than you can possibly imagine. An angel is close to you at present, and you will feel their presence in the coming days. Watch for synchronicities in the words of a song you hear, a fallen leaf, or feather, or a butterfly fluttering by. These are all signs from your angel, who is here to guide and illuminate your path. The way is made clear, for you are always on the right path, and your angel will always protect you. There is no right or wrong path. Ultimately, all paths lead to the great ocean of love inside your heart. This card to me, this looks like to me, guys, a mixture of with the major arcanas. I see here the star card, and I also see temperance. So this healing period for you is going to take some time. All right, and you have your guardians and beings and spirit guides there help you along the way so you can heal. But this is going to it's going to take some time for you to do that, and you're going to have to take a different perspective of your life and the direction that you're heading. I also see here a trophy. I do see a trophy. I don't know why, but it's a trophy. And I see here in this deck right here, I see the Holy Spirit with the Ace of Cups. Okay, so that's all that I have for you, Pisces. Thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like to know more about me, all that information is in the description box below. Again, my name is Ebony Koger. This is Queen Sisters Tarot, wishing you all the best from the Valley of the Sun. Ciao.